On Monday, we visited the Stanford ER in the hospital with our different prototypes and got user feedback, and also were given a tour of the area. So we saw from where the patients come in and the triage desk with all the nurses to the break room and the locker rooms. And one of the very interesting points was that the break room was very small, clinical, really bright fluorescent lights, and just generally very uncomfortable. There were hard chairs and tables and nothing to really rest or relax. Also, the locker room was tiny, and the actual size of the lockers were super small, barely could fit a backpack, and personal belongings were kind of just like shoved up on shelves. It was a very small, cluttered area. So, going off the really small break room and locker room, which is their personal space to relax during breaks, we realized that from talking to different nurses that they aren't able to take naps during their breaks, and that's actually something that they could be fired over. So it led us to the conclusion that we needed to come up with an idea that makes their break more relaxing and comfortable, without making it so restful that they aren't alert and fall asleep while on their break. So some kind of a fix in their break room as it is now that would make it a little bit more comfortable for them to make their break as rejuvenating as it can be within the constraints of their job. So going off that, we have our storyboard with the user being the nurses in the ER. And this is the need is that they have like small lockers, really small break rooms, and a lot of constraints with time. So their need is that they need a higher status in the hospital and a culture shift where nurses are more appreciated. Our insight is that nurses are undervalued and underappreciated when they're actually a very integral part to the hospital and its success and all the different workings of it. So this led us to the idea that we could have a sort of chair add-on with foam on the back and supporting the legs up top to support the lower back, and put it on the chairs in the break room to make their break more restful and comfortable. But we also think adding a software fix to address the culture shift that's needed in the hospital, so nurses are more appreciated and feel more valued in general with the spaces they do have, would be super beneficial. And we just need to find a way to properly add a more software fix to the hardware fix that we have right now.